solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood.
Thanks to unabated gang wars.
One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed. Cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Netrunners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our City of Dreams.
Oh god, too many buttons to hit, guys. I'm sorry. I've been fiddling with my sound settings, so things are not quite the way they used to be. So I've got a lot more things I've got to press and do, and you know, all the other things that come with the joys of trying to get a stream running. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Everything's set. I am streaming. Audio's on. Let me just turn that down a little bit more. The music won't be as loud once we get in game. I just want to try and, you know, make things so it's not deafening to everyone. Whew. And here we go. Going back into Dogtown. If you'll recall, on the last game, we were... Oh gosh, what did we do? We rescued the president, which, you know, yay, I suppose. We got kind of pointed at a mystery as to why the president had been shot down and how the weird warlord guy who runs Dogtown, how he'd known that they were coming through, and all the rest of that. So, going to continue tonight, do a couple of little side quests, and mostly push the story, though. So first thing we've got to do, I guess, is talk to
She's not here. Means she's not coming.
I mean, she could be dead. We're talking about Songbird here.
You're wrong.
One who says that she can solve our problem.
Not ready to counter out, let alone sign a death certificate. I need to find her. You don't leave your people behind enemy lines.
Could it still buy that fairy tale bullshit?
Whatever happened, we have to help her.
Okay, well, I'll go look for her.
Myself, sounds like. On my own.
Not entirely. I have just the person to help.
Okay.
Solomon Reed's the name. 7 years ago, he headed up our intelligence efforts in Night City. He and So-Mi were a team. The conflict over, he went into hibernation. So he's out there somewhere. Reed's a man of principle. He can't be swayed, can't be bribed. If there's anyone we can trust now, it's him.
Oh, okay.
7 years undercover. Guy sounds like a true asset. Used to be with Arasaka once upon a time. Counter intel. Never saw any Reed on file.
Above your pay grade, maybe? Consider that.
Maybe I was too busy getting my hands wet and dirty.
So, that's a yes. Go back, up your clearance, and check again.
Well, then how am I gonna find
How do
him?
I find your guy? Guessing I can't just buzz him on his work hollow, huh?
Activating a sleeper agent is no simple matter. You'll need a dog whistle.
A what now?
Don't tell him I called it that. It's a signal only Reed will hear. It'll be tricky.
Huh.
There was a secret comms channel accessed only from a Capitan Caliente nearby. The FIA used it before the war. The access code was 0931.
Got a bad feeling, V.
Okay.
Okay, seems doable.
And I prefer discretion to destruction. I trust that's clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
What next?
Reed will need to screen you. You'll show him this. It means you work for us. A file will be created for you in the FIA database.
Wait, back up. Telling me I'm a special agent now?
That's right. But taking the oath make it feel more real.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, let's skip the formal thing.
Is there a problem?
It's just a big commitment, you know? Can't swear to something I don't believe in.
It's your choice. I understand this was sudden. Good luck out there, V. And don't let the bastards nab you.
Okay. Well, I won't. So what we're supposed to do is head straight over to Captain Caliente here. We're gonna dip out and do a little sightseeing, try and grab a couple points here and there, and hopefully get what we need to done.
Hey, made the right call not taking that fascist-ass oath.
Oh, yeah?
Some causes are worth pledging your life to, V. This ain't one of them.
How'd you come to that?
'Cause with the biz done, their arm will still be far up your ass and you'll be a meat puppet. No, I was once a Corpo Jarhead, right? Practically dove into uniform head first. They had a real hard-on for the oath. Repeat after me, Blondie fucking blah. But can't remember what I solemnly pledged to do.
Sure you want to talk about this?
Gotta hand it to you, V. Wiser than I was back in the day.
I tried to join the Marines very long time ago when I was much younger. Unfortunately, my hearing, which is shot, got me cut out. Other than that, though, they were ready to take me. I've never been super sad, though I do sometimes wonder.
That smoke mean Dogtown chose a new pope?
Maybe the Veep crashed Space Force too.
Curious as I am. We got an important call to make.
Yeah.
V in Dogtown. My. Yet again with my favorite merc this side of the Sierra Nevadas.
Only did the one gig for you, far as I recall.
And let's not forget our torrid tale of Haitians, netrunners, and animals. You could not have made contact with the VDBs without me. Your source for adventure I am, in Dogtown as elsewhere.
Okay, good.
So, we finally gonna meet in person?
I can say neither yes nor no. In lieu of an answer, I've new work for you. I hope you'll accept. One last thing. How you breached Dogtown's border, I'm not certain. Though I suspect not via the main gate. Irrelevant in any case. I've secured clearance for your future convenience.
Oh,
Your name and
thanks.
likeness now registered in the system, granting unfettered passage over the district threshold. Talk again soon.
Thanks, Hans. I appreciate you, buddy. This is to get those extra points. So I go into here. This is those relic points. 10% frequency. Why not? I don't really need any others. So I'm not using the mono whip. I'm not using the arm launcher. I don't really care about shockwave for my gorilla arms because I'm not really doing that. So this is the only other thing I might go for, which I'd need another 4 points. So if we happen across any, I'll probably grab them, but I'm not going to go hunting for those. I am, however, going to look for a few other things before we go do the rest of this. I'll start here, go there, down to here, and then come back around. Sound good? Excellent. In case you're curious, those red things are equipment cases that get dropped out of the sky every so often. The game is encouraging me to go up there and take a look, but I'm not really feeling like I'm in the mood for that right now. I'm going to go ahead and skip that for a bit. And if I'm remembering right, I thought there was one more over here. Am I misremembering? There's a distinct possibility I am misremembering. It's been a little while since I've been into Dogtown. Ah, no, I was right. I was just in the wrong place. Haha, look at me, remembering stuff and things. I'm so smart, guys. I'm a forking genius. There we go. Hello? We'll leave you on red, leave you on red. Let's get rid of you, thanks. Good fixer thinks of everything. Capitalism. Wake up and wake up others. Join our collective. Yeah, I'm going to put that off. Because that's a whole line of quests that I just don't feel like undertaking right now. And you're 375. Let's just grab a bike. Hi. I shouldn't have picked up any new legendaries, so... Oop. There we go. Now I can actually see things. I don't need to talk to him because I know what's going on. We'll go in with the pistol. I suppose I could have gone in, you know, quietly and stuff. It seems like it would have been a lot, though, you know? After all, back on day one, as it were, we decided that we'd chosen violence, so... Yay! Cyberware limit increase. What is... Huh. Yeah. So the purpose of this quest is to come in and take control back from some scavs who have taken over this clinic. I don't really care, so I'm just going to deal with them my way. Or at least my way for this run. Yay, money! Don't really care about the rest. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Crap. Game crashed. Hold on a second, guys. I apologize for that. That's unexpected and a bit of a pain in the ass. I've got to wait for it to finish crashing, then I can reopen. I wonder where it's going to have auto-saved last. Hopefully everything will pop back up for us. Hey, look at that. Guys, settings are working. Knock on wood, I have not had a crash in ages with this game, so that's a bit of a pain in the butt. Skip by that, continue. Yeah, Kurt, right. Oh, okay. Well, that was effective. No? Nothing? Okay. Cool. Broken shit. Having a few of the useful things on my way through. Doing a quick check. That's nothing that good. Everyone else is dealt with, so... Okay, so when we walk in, we're gonna have a choice. I don't really care. Again, choosing violence.
Tell me!
Hey,
Chill.
hey,
Calm down.
everyone
Let's talk.
chill.
Here for Anderson. Need him out of here alive.
And I'm here for my brother.
There you go, problem solved. You good?
You couldn't have done that from the start.
I mean, that kind of was from the start.
Need me for anything else?
Better clean up this mess.
That's not my job.
Patients, what's their status?
They're,
Tell.
across
On
the street.
Waiting.
Tell them it's all clear. It's time we got back to work.
Okay. Now, I believe this is the one. So, a girl was griping because her brother had disappeared after coming to this clinic. She couldn't find him. She was upset. Fun fact. He's right here. And you get a whole little conversation with her if you can talk her down. But we're just doing the fastest path through, you know? Anything? Anything? Bueller? Oh, that was bright. Hey, look at that. I finished the quest. Now, we can reject that. We come over here. Hi.
Del Blanco. Supposed to help you with your scalp problem.
You're here, finally. Did you go inside? How's Anthony?
Oh, he's fine.
All clear now. Anderson's inside. Alive. A little drunk.
That's a relief. Thank God. Thank you. So we can go back in?
Yeah.
Sure can. Nico won't be giving you any more trouble.
Listen, V. Stop by later. Once everything's back to normal.
Will
Not have the
diddly do.
latest, shiniest chrome, but you're no snob. Anthony will make the price just right.
Are you sure about that? Because I don't believe it. I will zip up around the corner here. Come on. There we go. Oh, too far. Hold on, where's that coming down? Ah, fuck it. We'll go do this one. I'll show you guys one of these. Oh, this is real unhappy. I'm getting some real weird lag spikes going on right now. Well, we might be crashing again. I don't know what's going on tonight, guys. We may need to change up the game and not play Cyberpunk, because this is not a problem I feel like dealing with tonight. Just a moment, let me fiddle with a few other things. I'm just going to go on the BRB screen as it were just for a minute while I try and sort whatever's going on here out, or figure out a new game. We're going to change things up. We are going to switch over to something else I've been meaning to play on stream, but it'll take me a minute. So you'll need to give me just a second or two here. We're going to be switching over to Stray Gods. Okay, so that's set. Now I need to open up this. Then go into here. Add this. Oops. Add. Okay. Hey, look at this. Halfway there. And then game capture. Okay, fantastic. For those of you unfamiliar with Stray Gods, Stray Gods is like a Broadway musical, but in video game form. And the great thing is your choices matter throughout the course of the entire game. It's not one of those where it just kind of feels like it should matter or where they pretend it matters. Words are hard. But instead it is really a choices matter game, and that's about all I'm going to give you on it. We're going to do a new game. Why are these all continue? How do I get rid of stuff? Can I do it from the load game? No? Okay, back. Everything's fine, guys. Subtitles are on. I don't really care about controls. I guess back. Here we go. This has quickly become one of my favorite games of all time. And I won't necessarily be able to talk too much during the course of the game itself, so expect some periods of quiet.
4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
I think we should try that. Let's all go be naked on stage, right?
We should consider that. We could be the Naked Band. Coming soon to a really private auditorium near you.
You know, somehow I believe you'd actually do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard no. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
You're the best. You're the best.
You're always looking out for me, Freddy.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Wait, why?
Right.
Oh,
I
because...
just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, don't don't worry about that, really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home.
I'm sure history will say they're just roommates.
Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
Oh, Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Do you really want to join our band? You sure you got the right audition?
I'd give anything to join you, Grace.
All right. Well,
with the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through?
like a boat lost at sea.
Oh, I'm about to
with no
end.
sails, not a
You
breeze.
still have your life ahead.
I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Okay, so this is the first major important choice in the game, is how Grace is kind of at her core. I think she's clever. I think I'm going to do a clever playthrough.
You are right, Calliope. There's always a breeze. But if I build a sail, can I trust the wind to guide was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
You didn't come here for the audition, did you? You didn't even know about it.
Caught and called out. I was nearby and your song called to me. I didn't want you to think I was deranged or something.
Weirder things have happened, I guess.
May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
It would sound stupid.
Try me.
Well, I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Those are good questions to ask. I should go.
Am I gonna see you again? I know you didn't really come to join the band, but...
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
In case you were curious, that is Laura Bailey and Ashley Johnson. This whole thing is filled with, like, pretty darn big name voice actors. So, you'll get to see a lot of them. I'm sure it's about a bottle of apple juice, right?
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
I didn't know where else. I'm so sorry, Grace.
Oh, God. You're hurt. I'll get help.
No, you have to wait. You can't go. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please? Please, come on.
Well, that's not something you see every day.
What is that?
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Hold on. Who are you? How did you get here?
Through the door? I mean, geez, how did you get here? She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the chorus is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
The chorus? You mean the authorities? Are they coming?
I guess they're authorities? But they're not coming here. We have to go to them. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
Erika Ishii.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, come back! Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
Just me and the owl. And some cookies. But see, I've read stuff about fae and fairies and mythology and stuff. So no, we're not touching the cookies there, Grace.
Our beloved sister, the last of the Muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
I mean...
It must be a mistake. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Nor should you. We go to great lengths to ensure mortals believe they are alone in their great big world.
But we aren't?
No. Oh, my poor dear. I should explain. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
But gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just
stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
You expect me to believe that gods, idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to make you believe anything.
Okay,
not at all.
good.
If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
Wait, but you just...
Right, and you live here. Not in some city in Europe or a...
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi. We move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television!
No worries, Godzilla. Welcome in. We are playing Stray Gods tonight because Cyberpunk was being a bit difficult.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on. What do you mean you have to die?
It's exactly as it sounds, Grace.
You can't do that. What about a trial? You aren't the police. Why hasn't someone called the police?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But it isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we should
do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But this isn't justice!
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must know I didn't
us.
do it. Is it weird this isn't sung?
Now that the muse is gone,
Now that she's gone,
I'm afraid you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Tell him, Troy.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her? And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
I mean, maybe let me prove myself innocent?
I can prove myself. If you let me. I can try.
we aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes. Fine.
And there we have it.
So, no dying. Am I hearing that right? No Grace getting smited by the gods?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
Well, I'm sorry.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, well, our original verdict stands.
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
I knew you were going to say that. How did I know you were going to say that?
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer. If they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Yeah, no, I'm good without a cookie, but thanks.
Grace?
Hey, Freddy.
Grace!
Hi.
Hi! 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
Hey, Crystal. Welcome in. Cyberpunk was not being kind, so we're doing Stray Gods today. And I just became a god.
Yes, but you are seriously not gonna believe it.
Ah, one of those nights, huh? Well, it better be good.
I became a god, Freddy. For real.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? Okay, so what exactly are you the god of? Late night lattes? Skipping bad practice?
Freddy?
Freddy? I need to warn you about something.
Yeah? About what? Am I gonna turn to stone? Because that's totally a god thing.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace?
That's Carrie Payton.
Another one of the gods, I'm guessing.
Right, sure, I should have realized.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns. Because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
And what do you get out of helping me exactly?
Now that is an excellent question. You'll need that kind of baseless suspicion if you're going to survive among us.
Is it baseless? I've already had my life threatened tonight.
Whoa, wait. Life threatened? What?
Oh, now you done it. You gone and upset the mortal.
Freddy.
So yeah, about that god thing, I wasn't kidding.
While also standing accused of murder. It's quite tragic.
Is there any way you could explain what's going on, Grace?
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
Let me explain. No, he's too much. Let me sum up.
Huh. That's it? Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I mean, I kind of have to.
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
And that's why we all love Freddy.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
Well, again, buddy.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
Yeah, see, that future favor thing, no.
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Well, how...
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, what's this wonderful advice?
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers?
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
When I was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean... that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that was you.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then.
I'm with you, Freddy.
Close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, What emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel
powerful.
Oop.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait. No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
I don't trust him.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad? Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can't take home.
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so titillating.
Grace, we gotta be careful. Has he slipped something into our drinks? Spouting crap about powers. He could be dangerous. What do you think?
Sing it, Freddy, I hear you. We've only just met, now he's my new best friend. Now I'll owe him a favor. And what will he want in the end?
You're lucky. I got to you. There's people out there who will come for you. I've heard that you're making so much ado. You're lost and I'm trying to help.
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I'm so glad I found you. Wolves all around you. But can you survive on your own?
What do I do then?
Whatever you wish. The power is yours.
Grace, I'm frightened. It's okay, Freddy. I got this.
I'm not feeling like a badass.
I never knew I had that in me.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same.
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home. You can see we're at home.
I see what I see, kid. Freddy has no idea, kid. You'd be far better off on your own.
I don't know about that.
Really? Now you're just being silly. Maybe the muse isn't feeling the gravity. Or do you refuse and, like ostriches, happily stick your heads in the sand? Grace, I could be your right hand. Freddy, you better leave her alone. Let me do what I do or she'll sink like a stone.
Lost girl, I know I'm not a lost girl, but this is all new, and I don't know what to do. Should I stay with my bestie? This goat's getting testy, won't be lost on my own.
We're gonna go with Freddy.
Be home. Sorry to break it to you, Pan, but I'm not abandoning my best friend.
That's your choice. Humdrum mortality
How about trusting in those who love her instead of those who want to use her?
Oh my, such drama. No matter how you employ it, Grace, this is the power of a muse. Drawing out that which lies within.
Just give him that
I
stare,
trust you
Freddy.
can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
I think I get
so.
it.
So I can make people do anything?
If I meant you could make them do anything, I would have said you could make them do anything. No, Grace. You pull truth from within. But it is their truth, and not yours. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Look, Creepo, Grace already told you to take a hike.
So she did. Allow me to get to the point then. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search.
Yeah.
And this I can provide. An address. In the city. Where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
Well.
Her address? Thank you, that's perfect. Thank you.
Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
Then I'll definitely need backup.
You'll be fine. After all, what's a mortal to do that you cannot?
I can speak Hindi. Okay, fine, I get it. I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
I can't see the screen. My cat likes to pretend she's a window, and she's very bad at it. So now let's go check out Calliope's place.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign. This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around.
Oh, let's check out the guitar.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
Take a look at the painting.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum. Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew. I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse or...
The snarkiness is one of my favorite things about the game.
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them? A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp. Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
Take a look at the light, then we'll head upstairs.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here? I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man, keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on, take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
What are you doing, sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Preparing your villainous monologue?
I'm grieving. For a dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
I don't think...
I could ask you the same question.
I told you why.
I know what you said, but look around. This office has been tossed. Someone searched this place from top to bottom.
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I can't help you, Grace. I wish I could. You deserve better.
I should thank you for, you know, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
Uh-huh. Why?
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd. It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
How about you let me decide
you have
that?
to know more than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Well, what can you tell me about her?
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense. If you didn't want to help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to? Why not?
I can't do this.
Calliope was clearly important to you. Don't you want to know the truth?
Of course I do.
Then what's the problem? Don't do it for me. Do it for her.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Calliope, what was she to you?
Years, thousands of years, we walked side by side. She tried, said there's other paths. Don't walk the same, never the same. I have roads I like, smooth, paved in stone. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me, thought I'd wait her out. Usually, she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change. But she never came.
Years, thousands of years, and now you're left behind. Your mind still hears her say, break from the same, never the same. Listen to her, break from the same, never the same.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Let's see.
Tell me if it's too hard. If I pushed you too far, just say.
It's okay. She's gone. Can't be the same. Never the same. That hidden voice, it'll always play. On a loop, it'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly. This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
You're talking about fate, aren't you? Destiny.
I am.
I can't say I've ever believed in fate.
You probably didn't believe in magic either, but here we are.
That's a good point.
My power is to pick at the strands of fate and make a single path clear. But in doing so, all other paths vanish. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
This is where you live?
Oh, yes. Sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
Don't worry about it. I have 3 brothers. I've seen a mess or 2.
Well, you're being kind. I admit I hadn't realized how bad it was.
You said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
You mean like the Oracle of Delphi? People went to ask your questions, I think, or was that just another story?
Oh, you know about that. Okay. Well, that'll make this easier. There have been many oracles over the ages. They serve as a sort of conduit for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
There is.
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. He said you might...
Oh, I know what he said. Paul thinks just because I crash here, he can interrupt me whenever he pleases.
I mean...
Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Don't get your abs in a twist. Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
That makes sense. So you live here?
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
See the way he talks? I thought maybe he was a creepiverse, but nah, Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
Okay, well, I need...
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use the computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Oh, great.
You weren't expecting that?
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Yeah, I dig it.
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see anyone.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
I love Oracle. Well, let's go check out the underworld then.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how. Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
There are idols here other than Persephone?
Almost guaranteed.
Is it dangerous?
Shouldn't be. But before Calliope, I would have said an idol getting murdered was next to impossible. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
You don't think I could just ask her about it?
Not if she doesn't want to talk to you. She may need a nudge. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
So now we have to figure out who we're going to go see. Let's go talk to Pan first. No, let's go talk to Hermes first.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
So...
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So, I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says, one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
What? I mean, why not?
Why not? Maybe you can shake some dust off the other idols.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of dust.
You're right about that.
I don't think Athena would let me clean anything anyway. She won't even let me touch her spear.
When Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
Okay.
To take the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idol's secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how he hides so well as it is.
But, okay.
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends and I was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
Seems a little too prying.
Why do you call yourself Hermes? I mean, I don't call myself Calliope.
You might eventually.
I doubt it.
Most idols do. Not everyone, though, so I don't know, maybe not you.
Hey, Hermes?
This is probably a stupid question, but... do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
Angry?
How was she angry? Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
Hey,
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
She can't be. I mean...
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite. Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Okay, forget I asked.
Whew. Man, just the thought of talking to Persephone gives me goosebumps. Blech.
Well, then...
I'll see you around?
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
Let's go say hi to Pan.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
I wouldn't say that.
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember, how you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
Oh, thanks.
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
So...
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you... Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Well, I need to find her.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Earlier I wasn't good enough, but now, I see how it is. By all means, I'd love to tell Persephone that the source of her rage has intruded on her domain.
Don't tell me the big bad Pan is afraid.
Seeing as I am neither big nor truly bad, it behooves me to be wary of those who are both.
That's awfully sensible for you.
You barely know me, my little dumpling. But if I am anything, I am a survivor.
Suit yourself. I'll find another way.
It's for the best. My best, at any rate.
Well,
I should get going. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
let's go talk to Eros. Another one of my favorites. I mean, really, they're all my favorites. There's no characters in this game that I really dislike. But Eros is high up on my list.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't...
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry?
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happen?
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
There are worse ways to spend a night out.
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
So...
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries, it may as well be true.
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. Not obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. It's hard to get away. I just want... Nope, never mind.
You can talk to me if you
I'm
need
willing to listen if you need to talk.
I appreciate that. Maybe some other time.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you.
Oh, probably not.
I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
What if I could guarantee that there wouldn't be a problem?
Aha. How could you guarantee that?
First, I'd reassure you that I'm here to work things out with Persephone. I don't want to fight. Second, if that didn't pan out, I'd tell her I lied to you.
Making me the idiot who fell for it.
Oh, I don't know. I can be tricksy.
Okay. Fine. When you're ready to see her, you let me know, and I'll take you. Deal?
Deal. So now let's go talk to Apollo real quick. Let him know what's going on. Oh no, that guy I was just talking to is Eros, the god of love and sensuality.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
Yeah, no, it has, but
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Sorry. I didn't mean to remind you.
It's all right. I'm okay.
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know?
everything. Info dump.
My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but isn't Persephone the one who was kidnapped?
Oh, you know about that. What else do you know?
Just that Persephone was a sweet girl and Hades, lord of the underworld, swept her off to the land of the dead.
Without so much as a by your leave, yes. Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
That's not really what I asked, but...
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
I'm sorry. What?
Whoa.
As I understand it, Hades was not kind to her. I'd like to say we handled it well, that Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally. I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
Well, let's go talk to her and find out.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace, to wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her Eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
I said nothing
Prove
of the
you
sort.
didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them. A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone, we both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
You want to fight? Okay.
Testing 1, 2, testing 3. Is this thing on? Are you testing me with your coterie, ogling expectantly? Heads up, wrecking me won't come for free. See, it won't be easy, Persephone, when I use the moves I bring blessedly. Shadows don't scare me, see, I'll survive it. Maybe you want to do this in private.
You're lost, little girl. You're wasting our time now. The gall of a squeaking mouse in a lion's den. Give up, little girl. The bus home is leaving. Seen it so many times, we all know how this ends. We all know how it ends.
Wait, you're she the Persephone? Oh boy, a celebrity dissing me. Now remind me, P, jog my memory. Sorry, not up on my ancient history. Underworld, now that rings a bell. Was it you who was married to the king of hell? It's hazy, Hades. So you're his lady? Before my time, because I'm such a baby. Please teach me my ABCs. Me, I never featured in Euripides. So where are they now? Wow, look around. You're the big cheese of a hole in the ground.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child? Surprise, surprise. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a muse. I just want Calliope back. Okay, show's over 1,000 times. It's nearly dawn. The single note should take you down now. Work lights on without even trying, and you didn't mind. 1,000 times. Finish your beer. One note and suddenly you're have to go home. But you can't stay here. When you're the song and you're being sung. Lullaby the muse. Not an easy thing to lose. Wish I could hear it. Again.
I love all the approving looks.
No. No, you've earned your answers. Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
That means one of two things. Either whatever happened to her was sudden, or it was secret.
I suppose you're right.
Calliope was never one to keep secrets. When she was doing something, everyone knew about it.
None of you were talking to her. Who would she tell?
You're clever. Maybe there's a chance Calliope chose you after all.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
Ugh.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal and one goal only: to protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Well,
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
guys.
Stop it! Stop fighting! Is this what the idols are like? You just what? Live forever and never get over anything? Super. Becoming a god was such a gift. Wow.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed.
You blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this!
Avenge a muse.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries till
far
it's too late.
You know how far I've been before I snapped.
This is not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they confine you. You're more than your pain.
She abandoned us.
Follow him or stay.
Yeah. I'm not really feeling Apollo this playthrough.
Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
The way he got all ragey. That was a surprise.
The glimpse you had, that anger, that's the true Apollo, the one behind his mopey exterior. Remember it. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
You've decided to help me then? I wasn't sure you would.
I've already admitted that Calliope might actually have chosen you. Don't push your luck.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you. If, however, this has all been a desperate deception, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Oh, yeah.
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better.
Helping you rather than wanting you dead, you mean?
You seem like a woman who gets what she wants.
These days, yes.
Then I'd really rather have you on my side.
Wise choice.
So?
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city, start a revolution, become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Really?
No.
No, Grace. Go home. Be patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? What if you were taken prisoner, kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
Oh.
You were worried about me? Aw.
Well, you're my best friend in the whole world, Grace. Plus, what would the band do?
Right, the band. Where are Kaz and Brian anyway?
I told them you were fine, which isn't a lie, because technically you are. Now tell me everything that happened. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You'll figure your way out of it. You're still you.
I am still me. That's true.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
Yep.
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
That name keeps coming up. The idols live there, or at least most of them do.
Sounds cool. Even if Pan is there.
Still not a fan?
I agree,
You know how
Freddy.
some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. So, first things first, let's go check in on Apollo.
Grace,
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
what are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
I mean...
I thought I'd check in on you. The way you left, well, it was quite the scene.
Ah, yes, that. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
I'm sorry.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry I dragged you into it.
It was my choice. I did what I could, though I may indeed have made things worse.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Goodbye, Grace. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Well, let's go talk to Pan then.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Well, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know. 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here, or...?
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Right. Good point.
Well...
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala. Have I ever led you astray?
Not yet.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart?
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
That's Kerry Payton, Godzilla. He's done, let's see, he did The Walking Dead, and he's done a bunch of other voice stuff as well.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
Oh, why not?
You're saying you can talk me into anything?
Anything you would enter into willingly and with eyes wide open, which covers a great deal. Yes.
That's surprisingly ethical of you, Pan.
I find consent wildly attractive, Grace.
Well, think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
You know what? Let's make a go of it. Shall we?
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
Yeah, Pan said there would be books. You like books, right?
I do like books. Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. Apparently this reliquary place has all the books you could ever dream of.
A reliquary? Ooh, I bet it has relics. I want a wand of fireballs.
Freddy, no.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No.
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
You know, Freddy...
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, 'cause it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Okay, fair.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
Let's...
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I mean...
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Well, I think we found Hecate.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust
Uh,
from whence you came.
Hecate?
But I'm not mortal. Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Hey. Hey.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
No!
Drama?
No, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Agreed.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal. You wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Could I? Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I like, have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
No, you cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
I'm sorry. What?
Nobody told you the news? That's rude. I do not need to be told. It has been written, and thus I know. Has it also been written who murdered Calliope? Murder? No, Calliope dies in a vehicle crash in your arms. It is written.
Yeah, no.
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and... An accident? No, that's not what happened. Are you saying the books are wrong? Guess I'm not the only one with a problem. But this cannot be. The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh.
You will explain. We will both sit, and you will explain. There will be tea. This book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion of... Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem? Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research. Years? I don't have years.
Yeah, I have a week.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Actually...
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here. A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
We'll try and keep this a little private.
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Oh,
Please say
Asterion.
it is written. It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
I mean...
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
You still here? I had to run the entire... that's a long way, innit?
Asterion is
I'm
a
so
sweet,
sorry.
precious baby cinnamon roll, and
didn't
I
mean
need to
send you
take
away,
care of
alright?
him.
I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Maybe now you can tell me what this big favor is.
Come on, isn't it obvious?
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
Asterion, I
do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Well,
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically. Just that metaphorically, shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not
saying you're fat.
Did not just say that. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Okay, T. To me, you know you enrapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterion, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me.
Oh, Asterion.
That's killing me. But let's say categorically, okay, T, it's just you and me.
I cannot hide from my reality. Can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me!
This is a disaster. Grace, help me.
I got your back, boo.
Hecate, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well, there's no need to guess, he's already moved in.
Please understand, Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot coals at its core, burned so many before, yet he carries this torch, unaware of the fire.
Kate, will you dance with me? Oh, never mind. You know, this isn't the first time I've pretended to dance with you.
Yes, twirl!
Who thought a ball could live under a shell? I don't need your answer, you know me too well. This love is my truth, and I know in my soul that the magic in here is beyond our control.
It's true, there's a part of me that yearns for more. If I had my pick, it'd be you I adore. Not all is written, powers greater than fate. Give meaning to what the world puts on our plate.
I'm Freddy right now.
Even so, this could all go astray.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
He's bared his soul, so what's the debate? Will you let him in before it's too late?
Asterion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
Yay!
Not regret this.
Not yet. It is written. You've cast a spell on
I got it right.
to think I shall have my own story. You cast a spell on me, and we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me, a tale of
Father, you've cast a spell on me.
I'm so happy I got the choices right. You can screw everything up. Like, the choices
Wow,
actually do matter.
That was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass. I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
A giggity.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
I'm sorry.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. Magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Okay, well...
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Yeah, so you said you chased her.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
I don't know. Maybe Medusa did it. Probably not, though. I never saw Medusa near the reliquary, just out in the fog, so she never even got that close.
So whatever happened to Calliope happened inside the reliquary?
I guess. But we don't have anything that would attack anyone. Especially not an idol.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
So wait.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked.
Seems pretty convenient. Her just out there suddenly.
Yeah, that part's weird. I've never seen her near the reliquary before.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Okay, so
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
I'm sorry.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's not the chatty type, you know? She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Yeah, that's...
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
I'm okay. We learned a lot. I just wish I knew why Calliope was here in the first place.
Maybe that's a question for Medusa.
Sure, if only I knew where to find her.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
You're welcome. You might have warned me what his love life issue was.
What was it? Asterion wouldn't say.
You really didn't know?
It was exhausting trying to get the poor fellow to admit as much as he did. At any rate, you seem to have worked it out. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me? What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
You're enjoying this, aren't you? This tit-for-tat, back and forth.
I'll enjoy it if you're enjoying it.
Well, I'm not enjoying it.
Oh my, aren't you a delight? Even if you haven't answered the question, don't think I didn't notice. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
What if I discover you're lying to me after all?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Well,
I hope it's somewhere good. Somewhere I'm not on trial.
Oh, my. You do know how to spoil the mood, don't you? If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
Okay, why not?
Why not?
See now, this is why I like you. Such a sense of the inappropriate.
It is an ugly business, living among the gods. You'll always twist an arm, even if you're trying not to. And so I say, let's do it. The world, it needs that guy who is prepared to move the pieces in from every side. All of the world's on the edge of a knife, so I choose partying. There's no need for strife. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance. So what, the call was close. We're both alive and well. We'll live to fight another day, as far as I can tell. And even if you don't, and I expect you won't, I promise you'll be glad you spent the night with me. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance.
You really think I'm so hopeless? Or is it you who's afraid to show me how you really feel?
Don't be like that, Grace. We both know this is who I am. I can't change, so take it or leave it. I won't repeat it. I'm only here for the dance.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way. You're hoping to find Medusa, I expect.
Changing the subject? And how do you even know about that?
I'm just trying to be helpful, Grace. In my way. You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
I don't think I will. I think Medusa's been getting shitty treatment for a very long time. Let's go talk to Freddy and do Medusa's lair.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
You've been waiting to say that
Miss
this whole
Muse.
time, haven't you?
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's gotta be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9. Though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her then.
Yeah, no, that's...
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things.
Then where is Kaz
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are 2 ways this goes down. 1, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or 2, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Oh.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Okay, so we've checked in with Freddy. Let's head to Medusa's lair. See what's what.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Freddy, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know she was human once, right? And she was cursed?
Not really, no.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
Okay, but
Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. But do you really think she's a monster?
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
Well, let's
Okay,
do
enough
this.
talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Let's use a distraction. We have a friend here after all.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you had the wrong address.
What? No. Oh God, no. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The weird looks, the body odors? Someone spilled coffee all over my cosplay outfit. No, do not tell me that I got
just
it
keep
wrong.
them
I spent
busy while I look
$50 on this
around.
ticket. I demand my personal photo.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the Mew. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
We'll give her a chance.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't want to do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now look into me. Your body glows freely every time I see meant to work that way. I call it the preparation. Yes, I could make you stone, but then my dinner's blown. That's why I've got this other way. Look into me. Ooh, she's looking away. Hey, look into me.
Saw hunger with no end. You lost Medusa. Unless you find a friend.
What I
can be a
look at me, but don't look at me.
Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me, so
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
Listen, Medusa, please. Athena hides you, she's ashamed of you. But she profits all the same from you. If she'd done that to me, I'd be like you.
You could never.
If I'd been damaged in a way that you can't undo.
You're not a killer.
I know. Wait. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know. You know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Okay. It's dinner time now. You're not gonna look. Fine, great.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her. Your queen's a user. Your Athena's
It will be slightly tougher.
She's a friend to
But
me.
you're
We can
really
get
gonna.
you free.
You said to me, Persephone
can get you free.
so free.
Is that a yes?
That's a maybe.
Maybe what? Did I miss something?
Is she serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth.
I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
Astarion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me. Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
Hey, I'll ask Persephone. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
Don't you think Athena should know what her spy master is like?
No, she cannot. I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth... I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Whew.
Pondering the big question, Grace. Do we actually believe her?
Seems a little obvious, doesn't it? If Medusa wanted to eat Calliope, why didn't she?
Well, you got away. Maybe Calliope did too.
So Medusa stabbed her? And then ran off hoping Athena wouldn't find out? Now, Medusa's fear was real. She just doesn't want to be blamed.
So, the hunt continues? Great. More adventures for me then.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
Oh, if it isn't,
Hi, Jelly. Welcome to the channel.
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well,
How are you tonight?
yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her. No questions asked. I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
So you were what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
What possible reason would I have to...
Tell me, right now.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Well, let's go talk to Persephone.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
You might be right about Pan. I thought it could be Medusa, but now I'm not so sure.
So my sources are correct. You have been running around doing things on your own.
Yeah, maybe I should bring you up to date.
Oof, you've been busy. It's good work, Grace, but that business with Medusa could have gone very badly.
You're right. I should have invited you along.
I wouldn't have gone, I assure you.
What? Not even to protect little old me?
Especially not for that.
At any rate, Medusa might be in the clear. Pan, however, is not.
I want to send you to a party, Grace. One Aphrodite is holding. She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
Okay, guys, I think that is going to be it for tonight. It is getting a little bit late over here, but we will definitely pick this back up to go to Aphrodite's party, finish talking to Persephone, and find out what really happened to Calliope. Obviously, we have a bit of a murder mystery on our hands, and our life is a little bit on the line, so we're going to do our best to solve it. I super appreciate you all being here tonight, and I hope to see you again. The next scheduled stream will be Friday night for Fortnite Friday with the Unmute crew. For those who are unfamiliar, let me put that up. We play pretty much every Friday night. A crew of us get together and kind of meme our way through. So I'd love to see you there. And we'll probably pick this up over the weekend to try and finish up. We have, oh gosh, probably another 2 to 3 hours left in the game. I have played it multiple times. I adore this game. But I look forward to seeing you then. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week and a fantastic rest of your night. And we will see you again soon.